How's it going? This is Hoiman, and today we're taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Akiba Red figure. So the packaging, you have a really nice window display to see the figure inside, and I do like all the rainbow coloured patterns around the packaging as well. And then on the sides you have pictures of the figure. The top just have some nice stars and the Figuarts logo. The bottom you have some legal stuff, and in the back you have various pictures of the figure and more legal stuff at the bottom. To open the box, to slide open the side flap, pull out the figure, and then you just remove the front cover. And there's the figure all together with its accessories. So first you do get some instructions showing what the figure comes with and how to operate the accessories. And it also comes with a pamphlet just showing what other figures they've made in the Figuarts line. So here's the actual figure, and as expected, very impressive sculpt for a Figuarts figure. All the detail you'd expect is pretty much present on this figure. So looking at the head, I feel that they've definitely captured the likeness of the helmet really well. Looks just like it from all angles, and has a really nice glossy finish with the reds, the metallic gold, and then the black visor. Whereas the mouthpiece itself is a nice metallic finish. So overall it has a nice mixture of blends of the glossy and metallic. It makes a nice contrast. Move down to the torso, really well sculpted. I do like the fact that the breastplate and the abdomen part is a translucent red plastic. And underneath you can see all the mechanical details underneath, has a really nice effect. And then the logo is nicely applied to the torso as well. Moving on to the shoulders, they have a nice glossy finish. And you can see all the panel linings as well. And move down to the arm, really nice sculpt work. Again, the glossy red continues down, but then you have the nice matte black finish. Really nice contrast. And of course you can see all the panel linings as well. And then the hands are well sculpted as well. The belt is painted in a nice metallic silver finish and is really well sculpted. And then you move down to the legs. Again, really well sculpted and detailed. The glossy red continues, and then the matte black looks pretty nice as well. And then on their legs, they're really well sculpted. Lots of details and mechanical parts of the suit. But I will say there isn't really any paint work on them. It's just molded in a black plastic. So it would be nice if there was some different shades of blacks just to kind of bring out the sculpt and details, because there's a lot of sculpt work and detail, but because it's all one color, it kind of gets lost in the black a little bit. So it would be nice if there was some kind of different shades of blacks. And that's kind of the same for the shoes as well. Really well sculpted, but the detail kind of gets lost in the all black. And then the soles of the shoes are sculpted as well. So for articulation, the neck is on a double ball joint. So you can look down about that much, look up that much, but it's hindered a little bit by the collar. Tilt his head side to side as well as twist. And then for the shoulder parts, they are actually a softer material. So this allows the arm to move about, so it's connected by a deep ball joint, and then there's the separate part that cups around the joint, so you can move the arm however you like. And it's also connected to a hinge, so you can move his arm out to the side, bring his arm forward as well as back. He has the bicep swivel here, and then double jointed elbows, and then he's got the ball jointed wrists. The torso is on double ball joints, so he can lean forward about that much, lean back quite a bit, you can lean side to side as well as twist. And then for the hips, they're on ball joints, but he also have the pull down method. So he put his leg out like so, and then kick about that far to the side, kick forward that much, which is quite a bit, kick back that much. There's also the thigh swivel in there as well, and then double jointed knees, and then he's got the hinged ankle, so you can go back that much, go forward that much, you can lean his foot side to side as well as twist, and then he's got the toe hinge as well. So he's got all the articulation you expect a Figuarts figure to have, and because it's of his more simplistic design, he has a lot of range of motion. The only part that's really hindered is probably in the neck due to the collar, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But that's the figure. Let's take a look at the accessories. So for hands, he comes with a pair of fists, 2 chopping hands, 2 open palmed hands, 2 hands to hold his weapon, and then 2 posing styled hands. He also comes with a scarf. Really well sculpted. It's pretty much just molded in white plastic. And then there's this hole here which attaches to the ball joint on the figure. Like so. And then you can move that about however you like. Comes with an interchangeable scarf with the wind blowing effect. And then finally he comes with his weapon. Really well sculpted and detailed. Nice use of the metallic golds here and there. So my final thoughts are, considering that this is pretty much the first Sentai figure in the Figuarts line, so it's quite an older figure, but the sculpting, the details and the articulation is still really impressive on this figure. I especially like the glossy finishes that contrast with the matte black, and then the nice use of the translucent parts on his torso is also a really nice touch. I will say on mine there is a bit of a scratch on his helmet here, and that was my fault. There was a bit of a scuff here and I tried to remove it, but I ended up scratching the paint. So although it's a nice glossy finish, the way it's applied is kind of thick. I don't know if that makes sense. So the paintwork feels really thick and just feels like it can easily be scratched. And that's the same for the shoulder parts as well. So you have to be careful of that. Hopefully I can probably fix that, but it's just something I thought I'd point out. And again, I've mentioned this already, but the legs are really well sculpted. But again, it would have been nice if there was some different shades of black just to bring out the details a bit more. But other than that, if you're a fan of this character or the show itself, then I highly recommend this figure. The figure is quite old, but he isn't really that expensive, so you can find him for cheap, then I can recommend getting this figure. But that's my review. Thank you for watching and enjoy some pictures.